Hello friends, today I am going to explain you chapter 11 Biotechnology Principles and Processes part 3 class 12 subject biology based on NCERT. But before explaining I would like to request that kindly like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel so that you may always get an update of new videos. In this part we have to discuss about the cloning vectors. Cloning vectors playing a very important role in the formation of recombinant DNA technology. The vectors are DNA molecules that can carry a foreign DNA segment and replicate inside the host cell. But these vectors are plasmid. Plasmid is an extra chromosomal circular body which is found in the bacteria. Most of the bacteria, this apart its own DNA, this extra chromosomal circular body plasmid is also found in the bacteria. Some other cloning vectors like bacteriophage, plasmids, phagmids, and yeast artificial chromosome, also known as YACS, and bacterial artificial chromosome, that is BACS, transposons, and viruses. So these plasmids are extra chromosomal, self-replicating, usually circular double-stranded DNA molecules found naturally in the bacteria and also in some yeast. So that the desired DNA we have to introduce in the bacteria with the help of these vectors. So we have to make the multiple copies of the desired DNA. The plasmid molecules may be present as one or two copies or in multiple copies inside the host organism. So these cloning vectors are playing very important role in the formation of desired DNA copies inside the host bacterium cell. So these are used as a vehicle to transport the desired DNA copy inside the bacterial host cell, and we have to make the multiple copies of the desired DNA. So these vectors basically used in the recombinant DNA technology. Now the what are the features of the cloning vectors? That the first part is origin of replication. This origin of replication, this is a sequence of DNA from where replication start, and any piece of DNA when linked to this sequence can be made to replicate with the host within the host cells. This sequence is also responsible for making multiple copies. The replication occurs inside the host cell. Therefore, any person want to produce copies of target DNA, he should clone in a vector. So that this is a origin of replication, that is nothing but a sequence of DNA where the replication start. So that we have to use the desired DNA copies to insert in this part. The next one is a selectable marker. The vector also requires a selectable marker, that is antibiotic resistance gene. What are antibiotic resistance genes? These are present in the plasmid to identify and eliminate non-transformants and selectively permit the growth of transformant. What is transformation? Transformation is a process through which a piece of DNA is introduced in a host bacterium. Generally, the genes encoding resistance to antibodies such as tetracycline resistance and ampicillin resistance and some other like kanamycin and chloramphenicol are useful selectable markers. So when we are inserting any foreign gene or the foreign DNA into the vector, so they are losing the antibiotic resistance quality, antibiotic resistance gene. So in this way we have to use the selectable marker to select the transformants and when we have to select the transformants, it means that are selecting the transformant, and transformation is a process through which a piece of DNA is introduced into the host bacterium. It means the foreign gene is present in this bacterium. What is cloning site? These are the cloning sites, that is also called recognition sites. The joining of foreign DNA is carried out at a restriction site located in one of the two antibiotic resistance. Example, a foreign DNA can be linked at the BAM-H1 site. There is a BAM-H1 site in the extrachromosomal circular DNA of tetracycline resistance gene. The recombinant plasmid means foreign DNA insert into the plasmid. Recombinant plasmid lose tetracycline resistance due to insertion of foreign DNA, but can still be selected out from non-recombinant ones by plating the transformants on ampicillin containing medium. There are two resistance genes, ampicillin resistance and tetracycline resistance. So that we have to plating the transformants on ampicillin containing medium. These transformants are then transferred on medium containing tetracycline. The recombinant grows in ampicillin containing medium, but not on that containing tetracycline, because they are losing the tetracycline resistance due to insertion of the DNA. However, non-recombinants grow on the medium containing both the antibiotics. In this example, one antibiotic resistance gene help in selecting the transformants, but the other antibiotic resistance gene become inactivated due to insertion of foreign DNA and help in selection of recombinants. So in this way we have to select the recombinants. Now in this diagram you have seen that is a plasmid, that is PBR 322. Whatever the sites we have discussed, these are shown in this diagram. Like this is the first artificial cloning vector constructed in 1977 by Bolivar and Rodriguez. PBR, P for plasmid, B for Bolivar and Rodriguez. In the name of P signifies plasmid and B and R denotes the name of the scientist who developed it. Contain origin of replication, that is ORI, origin of replication, and which allows the production of multiple copies per cell. Has two selectable marker, antibiotic resistance gene, tetracycline resistance gene, TET-R, and ampicillin-R, that is ampicillin resistance and tetracycline resistance. Also possess unique recognition sites or cloning sites. Two unique sites are PST1, PVU1, BAM-H1 and SAL1. PST1 and PVU1 are located within the ampicillin gene. It means the gene foreign DNA inserted in the PST1 and PVU1 site, it lose the ampicillin resistance. And if the foreign gene is introduced into the BAM-H1 or SAL1 sites, it lose the tetracycline resistance. So that are located within the ampicillin gene, and BAM-H1 and SAL1 are within the tetracycline gene, tetracycline resistance. So this vector is used in making of recombinant DNA copies. Whatever the desired DNA we have to make by using this vector. This is a vehicle to transfer the foreign DNA into the bacterial cell, and the foreign DNA that is a desired DNA or gene of interest, we have to make the multiple copies of that gene with the help of this plasmid, but in the host bacterium cell. Now in the what happened in the color reaction due to inactivation of antibiotics. Selection of recombinant is the typical process. It requires simultaneous plating on the two plates having different antibiotics. Thus alternative selectable marker is developed to differentiate recombinant and non-recombinant on the basis of ability to produce color. That is the another method. We have to differentiate between the recombinant and non-recombinants on the basis of ability to produce color in the presence of chromogenic substance. When a recombinant DNA is inserted into the coding sequence of an enzyme, that one of the enzyme alpha galactosidase that causes inactivation of the enzyme called insertional inactivation. So when we are introducing the foreign DNA into the plasmid, that alpha galactosidase enzyme that causes inactivation of the enzyme called insertional inactivation. If the plasmid in the bacterium does not have insert, the presence of chromogenic substrate gives blue colored colonies. It means when you have to see under the microscope that blue colored colonies are shown, it means that does not have any insert. The foreign DNA is not inserted into the bacterium. Foreign DNA is not present in the plasmid that is present in the host bacterium. Presence of insert result into insertional inactivation of the alpha galactosidase. It means alpha galactosidase insertional inactivation, and therefore the colonies do not produce any color, marked as recombinant colonies. So that in this way, on the basis of color showing by the bacterium, that we have to find out the difference between the recombinants and non-recombinants. So this is the vector. In this part we have to explain about the vector. Vector actually is nothing but is an extra chromosomal body, and that transfer that is used in the biotechnology for making of recombinant DNA, and with the help of recombinant DNA in biotechnology, that is very helpful in making finding out the different types of genes and genes of interest. We have to make the multiple copies of that gene, and this is all about this part. And now the some of the questions you have to done at your home, like can you think and answer how a reporter enzyme can be used to monitor transformation of host cell by foreign DNA in addition to a selectable marker? Distinguish between plasmid DNA and chromosomal DNA. Both are double stranded DNA, but what is the work of the plasmid DNA and the chromosomal DNA? What is insertional inactivation? And some one of the question like define the features of cloning vector and draw a well labeled diagram of PBR 322. P for plasmid and BR denotes the name of the scientist, that is Bolivar and Rodriguez. 322, that is used as a vector for making the recombinant DNA in the biotechnology. So this is all about the topic related to the vector, and you have to go through this video and read the properly of this topic. Thank you students.